Welcome to Reading Between the Lines with Roshan. Today, through this short video essay, we're going to take a look at Marvel's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and understand how characters are drafted. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier entertained audiences not only with thrilling action scenes, but also with solid characterization. Beginning with the lead character, Sam's character comes across as incorruptible and fair. He is a typical conventional hero capable of no wrong. Sam stands up for his friends, is patient with them, is always true to his word, is concerned about his family and spends his free time with them. He is even considerate and patient with people he knows he cannot trust fully. All said, he carries on the burden of a collective black history and yet is hopeful. Not a character you would fall in love with straight up, but a character that is perhaps necessary for a show which wants to convey that hope is not lost. And still, there are enough conflicts to make his character interesting. His decision to hold on to the shield or give it away, his issue with the shield and its white legacy, and the perception of a black man carrying the shield in the white American eye. But apart from Falcon, all of the characters are not what one might call conventional. Bucky was the antagonist in Captain America Winter Soldier. Bucky's behavior has been unstable even after Hydra lost their control over him, and we begin this series with a glimpse of that past that haunts him. Internal conflict of such nature and magnitude and the fact that a character could relapse into old habits is an exciting trait that makes viewers wonder if they're going to see the dark side of Bucky again. Of course, if he did, that would just be a repetition and less fun, but the possibility keeps you guessing. Towards the end, Bucky seems to attain firmer grip over himself and allows his viewers to ascertain with some confidence that Bucky is capable of doing good. Another character that shows unconventional traits would be the new Captain America. He has big shoes to fill, and it is one conflict that certainly drives him crazy. Drafting your characters and keeping them grounded as only human not only strengthens and makes the character well rounded, but also makes them relatable to a large audience. The hatred you feel for a lesser person to be taking up Steve's mantle, to the sympathy you feel when you realize he's only trying to do the best he can, to the shock you feel when he coldly murders one of the members of the Flag Smashers. All of these only add to the complexity of the nature of the battles that is going on inside him, which other characters are unaware of. There is a dread you feel when you realize he has taken the serum, questioning whether he did indeed make the right decision in the heat of the battle. To the suspense that's built up around his objectives with Valentina Allegra, all of this makes him an exciting character. Whether he is good or bad, you cannot say for certain. I personally think Carly Morgenthau made for one great antagonist or anti-hero depending on your perspective. She is referred to as Robin Hood in one scene, which sums up what her character is like. Carly has her set of personal conflicts. She, despite being a super soldier, is not a terrifying powerful villain but makes for a formidable antagonist because of her inability to stop and think. You'd see moments of doubt in her actions, something you wouldn't expect from someone who's leading a global group towards a large goal of a borderless world. She listens carefully to Sam when he tries to convince her against what she does, and yet this trait of uncertainty coupled with a strong conviction to go ahead with things as planned makes her one complex, round character who makes a mark amongst audiences despite her limited history. Other characters such as Baron Zemo and Sharon Carter also help the plot move forward because they help add suspense to the narrative. Zemo keeps you guessing as to when he would turn against Sam and Bucky. You would almost expect him to betray the lead characters, a villainous attribute which was quite well exploited to subvert the audience's expectations. Had he betrayed them like you expected him to, that would just be less enjoyable and poor writing. Carter, one might suspect sooner or later, would be the power broker, and her role of shifting between the good character and the selfish one makes her one interesting character as well. All in all, characters drive plot forward and make stories seem more interesting. Characters that are motivated by the events that occur around them seem legitimate and believable. If characters have some sort of history and motivation behind what they do, they become more than just your conventional characters with one-dimensional traits. If your characters have qualities in them that separate them from others, make sure to delve on that a bit more. When you draft characters that have layers in them, they make plots seem richer and help add more aesthetic value to your narrative overall. After all, wouldn't you want your stories to generate a healthy debate amongst your readers or viewers? So the next time you draft characters, make sure to add layers in them. I hope you enjoyed this small session on what makes characters unconventional and how they enrich your story. Until next time, goodbye.